Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Flank. I'm joined by the one and only, the human turret, one of the best ARs to ever do it. Give it up for the world champ himself, Sam LaRue, Octane. We got some of the best analysis in the game, the world champ, Christopher Duarte, Parasite. We got the executive producer, the one and only, Benjay Nassim. We got another multi-champion, another legend and icon to the Call of Duty scene. Give it up for Jkap in the building. And then, of course, we got my duo, another world champ. Fucking hell, everybody's got rings but me. Give it up for Dylan motherfucking Attach in the building. Make
yes,
some
sir.
noise.
Yes, sir.
Man, what a lineup. What a lineup.
That was a 9 out of 10 intro, but you missed one thing.
What?
You didn't say that Cap won his rings back to back.
I gave him a multi-champion.
Multi?
Legend, icon. You know what I
You
mean?
just got to add on that last piece, though. Like, you're just missing that.
All right,
I was
Ben.
pretty bricked up off the gas, Tom. I think you did all right.
Thank you, Cap. Why's Ben telling me how to do
Well,
intros? I saw
wait,
that intro
wait.
yesterday. I saw that intro.
Wait,
I
Tom,
took
you
the
messed
intro
up the
back.
intro a little bit, Tom.
Did I?
Because I don't. Yeah, you said welcome, and I thought it was Jelcome. Is what you're supposed to say when you're doing the intro for everyone. So I think you kind of messed it up.
Did I? I don't know, man. It's been a while since I've been here. Maybe I'm not
Are
doing
we
it
joking?
right. Maybe I'm not doing it right now. I don't know, but hey, I don't know what happened to the slab, but Optic Texas won the world championship.
I can tell you what happens. He ain't here
He's
because Optic
dodging
won.
Hey,
I don't
Optic
know.
won.
Q. He's dodging Q.
He's dodging the green wall.
He just all F4'd out of the queue, chat. He just all F4'd out of the queue. This shit's insane, bro. Pat did say he's going to join in probably 5-10 minutes, though. I don't know what he's doing, but he said he's going to join. I don't know what the hell was going on with Pat. But clearly, yeah, there's something going on with him. But Cap, Jkap, how you doing, bro? Appreciate you hopping on last minute. Same with you, Dill. How you doing, Cap?
Absolutely, bro. It's a great tournament, just here to talk some ball.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
it's a good time.
Hell yeah, Cap. Good to have you. It's always a pleasure. Same with you, Dill. Dill, I appreciate you taking my spot yesterday. You know, I had a wedding to go to, so I really...
Of course, Tom.
You know, I appreciate that a lot, man. You doing all right, Dill? You doing all right?
I'm doing fantastic. I was watching a little bit of the new Squid Games, watching the champs a little bit, and then you text me, so I had to show up. I had to show up. Back-to-back days.
Thank you, Dill. Thank you, man. It's my fucking duo right there. Give it up for Dill
Duo.
Attach. We got Duarte in the building. Duarte, you doing all right, bro? You were in the watch party with us today. The crazy match today, Duarte. Crazy match.
Yeah, bro. I'm fucking hyped, dude. They almost pushed it to a map 9, which would have been insane, but ultimately, it was still an amazing final. Super close games all around, outside of like maybe 2 or 3. But yeah, it was a fucking banger of a tournament, regardless of the results. So
Yep. Sam, you doing good? Mustache looks great as ever.
Doing great, Tom. Let me tell you, we're on a generational tear right now.
Yeah, we
today's
are.
Today's been great, dude.
It's been nuts, bro. It's been nuts. And Ben, obviously, you're in Kitchener right now. I can see the venue behind you. The lights are on. The seats are cleared, and it looks like they're getting ready to pack up. How's the vibes like over there? What's the energy like at a venue today, Benjay?
I mean, it's pretty full today. People actually showed up and filtered in. Just sucks that we didn't get that as much on the first 3 days, but the vibes are good. I'm not excited to pack up after this and all that stuff, but you know, I had time, good time. I was here to watch. It was good. Shout out to everybody that hopped on, and yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, we're gonna get right into it. We have one best of 9, the grand final to talk about today, and then we're gonna take a look at our EWC champs or EWC groups as well. Because guys, this is not the end of the year. We still have the Esports World Cup, so we got a lot to talk about here. But let's switch on over and take a look at the matchup here. We had Optic Texas going up against the Vancouver Surge, and this one goes all the way down to a 9, almost went to a last map, almost a 9th map, which would have been crazy. Would that have been the first time we've seen a 9th map at a grand final of COD champs and a best of 9? I think it would have.
We've
In
got
COD
close.
champs, yes. I'm pretty sure in
close.
COD champs, it would have been the last or the only time it's ever been a best of 9 or map 9.
Hey,
They're close-
Black Ops
they're close
2,
to
me and
Cold
Chris won map 11.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's insane.
Fucking long time ago.
Getting off S&D for the bread, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not standoff. Meltdown.
It was
That's crazy.
meltdown.
Oh, yeah.
What are the mods spamming in here? What is this? Intel? CDO
Hey,
Intel?
this was officially by peak viewership the highest watched Call of Duty event ever.
Wow, and people
Wow,
say
and it
Call
was
of
in the
Duty
kitchen,
is dead.
man.
People say Call of Duty is dead, ladies
It
and
was in
gentlemen.
Wow.
the kitchen. All it took was Optic winning back-to-back champs.
Well, hold on, Patsy's joining. Let's get Pat's reaction to this.
Hey, Pat.
I'm here, baby.
Hey,
Whoa.
Pat, what's going on, man? What's
What's
going
going on, Tom? Tom, where were you yesterday?
I was at a wedding, Pat. I had to go to a wedding. I've been talking
Oh,
about
shit.
it for 5 months, Pat. I've been
Was
talking
it a
about
good
this-
wedding?
It was a phenomenal wedding, Pat. It was a phenomenal wedding. Where the fuck have you been at, Slant?
Oh, man, it was a busy day, Tom.
It's a busy day.
You had a busy day yesterday, too. What are you doing?
Bro, things, bro. I'm a grown adult. Like my life doesn't revolve around Call of Duty. I don't get to just sit online and watch party Call of Duty.
What are you doing today, Pat?
What are you doing, Pat?
Walk us through.
Bro,
Walk us through the day.
Bullshit.
my life does not revolve around COD, bro. Like, what do you mean make
You
available?
have a job and you get paid to show up, and then you send us.
I also have a life to do other shit, man. I also have a life to do other shit.
Why wouldn't you tell us a day before or 2 days before? Hey, I'm gonna have a prom show on Sunday.
Bro, I told you at like 2 p.m. I said, yo, 1 p.m. before the event even started. Hey, heads up, I won't be home today until 6. I went out of my way, Ben, to get home an hour early just for you. Just for you.
I like that, Slan.
Tom,
At 1 o'clock, before the event even started, before our live stream was even live, I told y'all.
My thoughts is we'll talk about it later. We get into this to this show. But hey, that's awesome to see that the viewership is peaking, bro. That's awesome, bro. Especially being the location that we were at. I think that was the biggest problem. Is that we were in kind of like the middle of nowhere, Kitchener, and the crowd just looked so dead. So people just
It didn't look dead, Tom. It was dead.
It was dead.
Not today. Today was good.
Today was popping. Today was popping. So you know, obviously, I mean, even I was like, dude, COD feels dead. It just feels so dead. But it's good to see that COD is always flourishing. We always say the community keeps COD alive. So everybody in the chat, everybody that tuned in, COD wouldn't be here without you guys, bro. So shout out to the community for showing out. And being a part of this, bro. COD's here to stay, bro. We've been here for over a decade, bro. We ain't going nowhere. We keep that gas pedal down. But let's hop into the match. We go to an 8th map. We start things off. Hacienda Hardpoint, Optic come out hot, and they win 250 to 151 there. Then we go to a dealership S&D in Vancouver with a big bounce back. They went 6 straight and win that one 6-0. So we get tied up at 1. Then we go to a protocol control. We go into a 2-1 round where Vancouver make a really big mistake. We're going to tune into that one and see kind of what happened there. And, you know, Optic, they're going to take advantage of that. So they bounce back with a big clutch there. And then we go into the Volt Hardpoint. Optic, again, their Volt Hardpoint has just been insane. 250 to 230 was a close matchup, but Optic's hardpoints have just been really, really good all weekend long, and they were able to close that one out. They go up in that one. And then we got Protocol Search, around 11 there. Vancouver closing out these S&Ds. They clutch up in a search. Hacienda Control, that was another one that was a nail biter, bro. Goes all the way down to an overtime. And Vancouver were able to win that one, and they end up tying it up. And now we're thinking, man, we got ourselves a series here. This can go either way. And Optic did not disappoint the next 2 maps. They get a 6-2 victory in a Hacienda Search, and they close things out on a rewind hardpoint 250 to 215. They do not lose their hardpoints, folks, as Optic Texas, for the first time in Call of Duty history, the same organization has won back-to-back at Call of Duty champs. So that is a huge, huge congratulations to Optic. That is an insane accomplishment. And now you see a couple rings here. Shotzzy with 3. Let's take a look at the stat sheet. We got Dashy with a 1.08 in a series, over 20,000 damage from Big Bruce. What a grand final from him. We had Huke with a 0.97, Merc with a 0.86, and Shotzzy with a 1.21 here in the grand final, making superstar plays. Look at him go with over 20,000 damage as well. He now has his 3rd ring in Call of Duty, 1 in Halo. That is 4 rings for Shotzzy as he makes more history. On the other side, man, it's all red except for Abuza. You got a 1.06 for Abuza, a 0.91 from 04, a 0.95 from Nasty, and a 0.98 from Neptune. We'll scroll down, take a look here at the match MVP. It's going to be Shotzzy with a 1.23 in Hardpoint, a 1.22 in Surge, and a 1.18 in Control. Sam, I want to start with you. What a matchup. This grand final, I mean, Sam, we were sweating watching this grand final, bro. We were losing it watching some of the plays that was happening. What are your thoughts, Sam? Where's your head at right now, Sam?
We deserve this. That's where my head's at.
We did
the people deserve it. The viewers deserve it. The Call of Duty community deserved it, man. We were clowning Vancouver. They couldn't buy one for 2 events straight, and they gave us one of the best finals of the season. Everybody played well. I mean, they're barely negative. There were moments throughout this whole thing that was just back and forth, dude. And it's 1v2 in the S&D, even though they ended up losing it. The control round that Vancouver threw in the protocol, I mean, this was all over the place, dude. It was an unbelievable tournament out of Optic, winning a back-to-back after an 0-18 map count, 6 roster changes. Hector pre-fired, bringing the chains and the trophy. That's one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my fucking life, by the way. Dude, we deserve this. They deserve it. We deserve it. It's storybook ending.
Yep, storybook ending, phenomenal ending. I was looking at some of the results from like the last 4 or 5 champs, and none of them have gone down to the wire like this. A lot of them were blowouts. But Duarte, what about yourself? What are your initial thoughts about the series?
It was a fucking insane series. Shotzzy was doing everything to will them to win. Dashi also had an incredible tournament, so insane turnarounds for him. Mercury's MVP, he absolutely was on a tear throughout the bracket play, or the initial bracket play. But overall for the series, man, I'm glad that Surge battled back. They made this interesting, and like a couple maps go, their way, a couple chokes. Like they could have very well been in a winning position in this tournament. So, they ended up bouncing back after not winning a single map in a grand finals to potentially almost taking this one. But ultimately, I think Optic during that break elevated their gameplay with Merc to a different level. And I called it. I said they weren't going to lose a hard point. Their hard point this weekend has been unfucking believable. So fundamentally sound. And yeah, they took the series. It was
I got
an
3
insane
rings.
watch.
Yeah, Sam, what is going on here, Sam? They're coming at your neck, Sam.
You know what else isn't on there? Damon retiring, because my team was so dirt shit that I made him retire and become a coach. I got 3 rings.
Absolutely, Sam.
I'm claiming these 2.
I like that,
I don't give a
Sam.
fuck.
I like that.
You can fight me over it. I'm claiming them.
What about you, Jkap? What did you think of the series?
It was an unbelievable series. I mean, obviously, map 9 is, from the viewer perspective, the dream, but that was basically all you could ask for in a series. But almost every map was close. The protocol control, protocol S&D were both crazy comebacks and like almost impossible to win situations from obviously one Optic, one Surge. After the control, I thought it was going to be over. I thought Surge wasn't going to just like roll over, but I thought Optic was going to kind of coast from there. The fact that Surge brought it back 3-3, I was like, oh, this is going to be a good series. Well, it already was a good series, but I mean, it was awesome. It was awesome to watch.
Yeah. I mean, Ben, before you get your thoughts as well, quick stat for you guys. Shotzzy overtakes Karma as the youngest 3-time world champion in COD history, while also having a Halo World Championship to his name. He's 23 years old. He's an 8-time champion, a 3-time world champion, a 1-time season MVP, 1-time rookie of the year, 4th ever 3-time world champion, 4th player to win back-to-back worlds, and has won a world championship on a Treyarch, Sledgehammer, and Infinity Ward title.
Somehow not a superstar, though.
Somehow not a superstar. Ben, why don't you expand on that? What are
Wait,
your thoughts, Ben?
23?
He's 23.
Somehow not.
There's also
I think
one
he's
more
gotta be
accolade.
24.
There's no way. He's
I think
There's
it's gotta
also
be 24.
hold on. There's one more stat that you got to put up there. He's won 50% of the world championships that he's been in.
Damn!
That's crazy.
That's true,
In
actually,
the
yeah.
plumber era, bro. Listen, we talk about all the time. Some people are just born at the right time. Shotzzy was born at the right time. Level of competition in Call of Duty. I mean, we've talked about it. We are in the plumber era. Is at an all-time low, and he's just, he's winning because he was born in the right time, the right era to take advantage of the amount of plumber. I mean, bro, I'll be honest with you guys. If I got to load into any match against fucking the people on Surge, I'd be licking my lips. I think everyone here on this panel would. But anyway, I actually agree with Chris on his point about the Surge. I mean, I was most impressed by the Surge. I mean, we think about it all year long, bro. We've been harping on these guys not being able to win a fucking map in the grand final, just getting embarrassed, shit slammed, and they finally had a competitive series. So to me, that was most impressive. Beating Surge is not that impressive, but Surge having to, finally, do something in a grand final, I thought was impressive. So shout out to the Surge. Finally, these guys have some something to look forward to going, in the EWC and the next year. Like they have a little bit of resilience now. Because I agree with you. I think Cap, like every map was close. But yeah, that was my takeaway. And again, I want to add to something I said yesterday. I fully think Mercury's title should be the legacy saver. Like this Optic team, up until 6 weeks ago, I think it was, maybe 7 weeks ago, we're in complete shambles the whole year. And then this one piece joined and completely saved all their legacy. So yeah, shout out to Merc. Obviously, super tippable coming in, winning your first champs. Just being a pro for 7-8 weeks now. Who knows what would have happened if Ben Beans never got stopped at the fucking border?
Damn dog.
Because I think we like to see an Optic. We likely see an Optic last place here, but yeah, Merc came in, saved the day, and I think every Optic fan owes a lot to Mercury. So shout out
Pat's
to him.
dedication to the bit is the most typical shit I've ever seen.
Ben, any thoughts?
It's rain, snow, sleet,
well,
hail,
last.
fucking
Let's,
high water, bro.
Yeah, Pat's
hating.
dedication is crazy. Let's tag Dylan, and I'll go last if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, Dylan, I want to get your initial thoughts. What did you think of the series, Dylan?
I mean, well, first off, guys, Shotzzy is 23 years old. I asked ChatGPT. His birthday is on July 4th, though, so he's going to have a very lit birthday party
won't go on much longer.
coming up. But yeah, pretty much Shotzzy's probably not going to win another tournament for a while, right? It can't go on for much longer. He's about to be 24. That's so old in Call of Duty. So he probably definitely won't win another world championship in COD next year. But this series was incredible. If Surge wins that protocol control and they pulled off the dirtiest Neslo to win a ring, that would have been one of the coolest / most disgusting things I've ever seen in Call of Duty. A Neslo for a ring, but Optic was just too dominant. Their hard points were lights out.
I'm gonna be honest. I think outside the first two maps and that Hossie S&D, every map was pretty winnable for Surge. I think I agree. That control round 4 toss was bad. I think the end of the vault was also bad. Like, I think there's a world where this could have legitimately have been 5-1 Surge. And look, that's what finals end up being, bro. Who makes less mistakes? Who ices up? I think the experience, all of the twists and turns, the valleys, then deeper valleys, and the fucking center of planet Earth out of Optic this year, all of those negative moments kind of built to them having ice in this final. And you got to really tip it out of them to clutch up in those moments. Tom, one more fact, by the way, because Kason texted me.
Okay.
Kason told me because this is peak viewership, this is the first Call of Duty tournament to pass his Kason Modern Warfare 2 Halloween Showdown.
What? Like his tournament? Like his showdown?
Yeah, his tournament was actually the peak. So his tournament was actually the peak.
Was that the one with the content creators?
Yeah, that was the last peak viewership and it passed it.
Does that number include like the ones in the past where like we had Xbox Live numbers and like stuff like that?
I think so. I think that was
but that's also completely different because that's also just like I mean that was an awesome event. But I mean, that wasn't like pro Call of Duty, right? That was creators. It wasn't that like a lot of big creators.
That was like Aiden and
that tournament
XQC.
was fire, bro. Kason's gonna do more of those tournaments. That was an incredible tournament. Shout out to Kason, bro. He's always looking to run tournaments and make content for the Call of Duty scene, bro. Kason loves this shit, bro.
Can we tip a few people? I want to tip a couple people on both teams.
He didn't love it yesterday, Tom. I don't know if you got to tune into your own
yesterday
stream,
he didn't love it, but yeah,
he didn't love it at all.
He's obviously he owns
yesterday,
FaZe and FaZe lost. He was in a he was sad.
Kason looked like a Sith Lord yesterday, bro. He had his hood up. He was
sitting hood up for 8 hours, bro.
He was down bad.
We were trying to cheer him up. I want to tip a couple people on both teams. We'll start with Surge. 04, man. This guy, not always the most consistent slayer, but the plays that he makes on the map, and especially in those searches to bring them back, I think was incredible. I thought he had a great day. And I thought Abuza was phenomenal, especially in the Hossie control. When they got absolutely pieced up by Shotzzy and then that map, and he said, fuck it then. And then he went on a massive streak, basically end the map there was insane. And I think on the Optic side, the two guys that have been here since the start of the season have been through so much. Shotzzy and Dashy absolutely fucking fried today.
They turned up in the final.
So shout out to them.
Bro. Can we talk about that for a second? How crazy their year has been? I mean, you think about what Huke is thinking up on that stage when they're lifting that trophy. Huke is probably sitting there like, what the fuck just happened this year? Between
he's been on and off the team so many times.
He was
just finally win a ring with them.
Go ahead, Chris. What were you gonna say?
I mean, I was gonna say technically him and Merc started in challengers this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean,
and Neptune.
They were on the Stanleys. Merc was on the Stanleys before Black Ops 6 even came out, which is crazy. Which is fucking crazy to think about.
You won this ring, basically. Not making fucking changes and just recycling the same players.
What'd you say, Cap?
This is basically your ring. You started Merc.
Oh my God, everyone's winning rings.
You started Merc. Merc saved them. Legacy saver, some are saying.
Thank you, Cap.
Some are saying that.
Some are saying that.
Smart people are saying that. Go ahead.
No, I don't got a ring, but I'm super proud of Merc, bro. I mean, Vows, Lows, we thought the kid was gross before the game even came out. I mean, even last year he was disgusting. He's been making noise in challengers for a while. And I just
when did he start playing? When did he start playing?
Not like last year. Last year. And that's another, guys, I didn't drop Merc. I backed out of challengers and got rid of the whole team.
This is your ring just as much as it is Shotzi's.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you. So this whole drop Merc shit needs to stop. I talked to Merc. We got rid of. I got rid of the whole team. I got rid of the whole.
Tom's taught Merc everything he knows.
You
it's
know
a
what
fact.
I mean? Taught him everything. Everything everything he's doing out there. That was all me. No, I'm just kidding.
Jesus. Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, he was looking like you out there, Tom. So I can definitely see it.
Nah, Merc is a different beast, bro. I'm super proud of the kid, man. He's going fucking crazy. Huge congratulations to Merc. He deserves it, bro. I did want to show some love to Bruce as well. I felt like in the grand final he was insane. Just turning up. I feel like Bruce, he's just kind of like, he's like the iron of the team. Like whenever shit goes south, like he's just always on his iron, just finding those kills and kind of being the backbone of the team. And yeah, Shotzzy really stepped up. How many times today did Shotzzy take a route or pop a piece and just be such a big impact? I mean, Ben, you could argue that Vancouver could have won this or could have won that, but there was moments too where Optic threw some situations as well. One of them being when Amp
Protocol S&D.
Yeah, Protocol Surge, and one of them being when Amp fucking 4-pieced the whole fucking team, and then they just all ran out and got pieced by a boozer. Right? There's a lot of plays where we can go back where I think both teams are making mistakes, and Ben, I think what you said is right? Like any team that can minimize those mistakes, and championship teams can always take advantage of that when people are messing up. And that's what Optic did here today. They played great, and they took advantage anywhere they could, and they were able to close it out. And obviously on the other side, man, with Vancouver, man, I'm going to be honest, bro. As someone who's a loser and a failure and can't win a ring, I think these guys, bro, deserve to keep their head up. I think these guys are incredible players, and I think they deserve all the credit and all the gas and all the praise, bro. I think
3 grand finals this year.
That's impressive.
Yep.
I mean, look at they started the year like the worst team, and then they pick up Nep.
Yeah, they made one change.
Finals,
not to
They dropped Huke for fucking Hixie, bro. Yeah, they should have been the worst team.
And now I'll be honest, bro. I feel for Vancouver because I know they've gotten a lot of second place finishes, but these guys are young and they're hungry, bro. They'll be back. And they've been a great team to watch all season long, man. Especially Neptune, bro. Neptune. He's been insane, bro. He's just like his playmaking since coming back into the league has been nuts, which is crazy because, again, Chris, like you said, these guys are coming from challengers, man. And to be honest with you, there's a lot of people who don't watch challengers. I mean, guys, I tuned into the challenger stream this weekend, and I've been watching all week long, and there was literally 300 viewers on the challenger stream. So, like, there's a lot of talent, a lot more talent out there than you guys think, and you just got to kind of push through the haystack and try and find that needle in the haystack, man.
It's just a matter of being put in the right circumstances. You see a lot of these young players and new players coming up and making a name for themselves. Like this whole Vancouver Surge team, like Abuza 04. This is their second year in the league. They were in Challengers, started MW3, got top 6, I think, at Champs. Like, and now they're in a grand final. Neptune was in Challengers after taking that break, going to play Halo for a little bit, coming back. Like, there's a lot of good players out there. I just think that some of these teams absolutely suck dick at building teams, and that is why some of these players, some of these players get put into teams and they're just bad, and then they just get back down there, and it's just fucking roulette, dude.
Yeah,
but not you though, Chris. Parasite GM would go crazy, huh? You built a great team.
I'd be all right. Listen, I'm 2 for 2 when it comes to Optic rookies. I said Dan Ghosty would be a good pickup. Obviously, they didn't win, but they had some good placements. They
everyone needs an Optic ring. Tom,
I think this is the community's ring.
You can't take credit for Dan Ghosty.
I'm not gonna listen. I'm not gonna take complete credit for Dan Ghosty.
You got one more to
But I will say,
Dan to live with him, bro.
But I will say, I was giving Merc flowers literally like stage 2 when he was on the Stallions. I was watching that kid play for your team, Tom, because I was invested in the Stallions, and I was like, this guy is fucking insane. The fact, like, how much he was reminding me of like Scrap and Challengers, like high damage output, like high KD, just superstar player. And then obviously he gets put on that Toronto team, and it was all she wrote, bro. Everyone fucking saw how good this kid was, bro. But
listen, there is one person who deserves credit for this. And he's going to get a ring for it. That's GM Methods, ladies and gentlemen. Let's fucking go.
GM Methods.
Yeah, apparently, Hector did shout out Tony. He shouted out Zinni. I don't even know what he did. I guess Zinni just kind of pushed for the change, I guess. Like, behind the scenes, they weren't really going to make the change, and then Zinni was pushing for it. So I guess that's why they call him GM Methods. Yeah, I'm glad they made the change because if they didn't, who knows what would have happened. Merc might have ended up on Toronto, and I'm sure Toronto's looking at this like, what the fuck did we just do?
Wait,
right?
hold on. I find that hard to believe. You're telling me that team was just going to fucking ride it out with Skies until Zinni was like, yo, guys, do this?
They actually were.
Right, well, then they're dumber than fucking bricks if that's the truth.
But you know what? At the end of the day, they made the right decision and it worked out for them.
Trusted Zinni, bro.
You're always trying to knock them down.
Bro, no, I'm just trying to be realistic, bro. Anyone with a brain was telling any team in the league to pick up Merc. And you're telling me they were going to keep riding it out with the fucking worst AR statistically in the league that they picked up on the worst team in the league? I just refuse to believe
Cam just went out.
Ben's gone.
Ben's gone.
There goes
You
Ben.
made him rage quit. You made him rage quit.
I made him rage quit?
Yeah, you rage quit.
Yeah, you were saying such stupid shit, man.
Wait,
Cap, you're telling me that not every team in the league was wanting to pick up Merc?
I mean, they should have been. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
The most obvious shit in the world.
Yeah, I think I saw a security guard just go put Ben in a rear naked choke, and then the stream ended. So that's not good.
Oh fuck.
Hey, I'm gonna text Benji. I'll tell him to just hop on his phone, and I'll fix the cameras real quick. But I do want to switch on over and talk about this moment in the control. Duarte, I'll kind of let you kind of break this down here, get some of your analysis. But let's go over to the ending here and kind of see what's going on. So it's a 6v4 situation here. 50 seconds left on the clock. Vancouver's on a defense here on protocol control, and I'm just gonna kind of let this play out, but. Duarte, why don't you kind of talk people through kind of what happened here and what went wrong for Vancouver? Because Optic were able to clutch this up.
So it starts with Shotzzy basically getting to the point, like he's creating all this space and getting all this information of where like players could be on this side of the map. 04 makes an insane play right here. He gets behind one of the Optic players in Dashy, but they make this quick realization when they see nobody that they need one tick. If they hop this point together, and obviously with number 3 cutting mid, they only have to look in front of them, and there's a very slim chance they get pinched quick enough before that one tick goes through. So I don't know who called it on Optic to hop that point, but they made that realization and realized that Surge were nowhere near the point. And as long as they cut that mid route, there's no way they were getting to them quick enough before they capped it. So super fucking heads up play there. It was actually genius of them to do it. It pretty much, I think it won the series, bro, because we saw how the rest of that series played out. Winning that control would have been absolutely massive for Surge.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the play call in the moment to hop the point was just definitely the play to make. It kind of just puts like the hot seat on Vancouver. And Sam, you talk about it all the time, that in order to get people out of these situations, you have to get on the point. Right? You have to get on the point and try and drag them out, especially with how Vancouver plays. They're such a ratty fucking team that if you don't play like that, they'll just put you in a blender and you'll just get so annoyed so fast.
It almost lost them the Hacienda on the reverse end where they had a man advantage. They could have easily they needed one tick. They could have easily hopped the point, but Optic survived and just baited them into like running at them. And they ended up losing the round, but they clutched up in the end. But like the Surge has been making this mistake not once, but twice in this series.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw Pat and Ben in the same box together. I'm gonna throw
Nah.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
I'm gonna throw them in the same box together. You guys can talk to each other in a box over here. You guys can talk. Okay.
W executive producing right here.
All right, you guys got to get along. All right, I'm gonna put you guys next to each other.
Carolina boys are
All right.
That's perfect.
Oh, this mic is horrible.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's on his cell phone. He's on his cell phone right now. But yeah, great clutch from Optic. That was definitely a turning point, at least in my eyes, because I felt like to. And then also, somebody said that Rambo ran onto stage after that map and started yelling at him, which.
Did he?
I don't know. I gotta go back and look. Actually, let me take a look. I have
You
the
getting
bottom.
one guy?
Ray got some passion over there.
Bro, I got a super chance to rewind it back to after they lost that match. Rambo went on stage and just looked pissed as hell, bro. I'm trying to.
He's
see.
How much was
definitely
the super
pissed.
chat? Was it like $1?
Definitely
I'd be pissed too. They have the man advantage. Like they just need to deny. They just played scared, bro. They didn't move.
I'd be pissed. Bro.
It started when Shotzzy was underground. It looked like they thought he got into their building somehow.
They denied it. Abuza was staring at the zip the whole time.
But he like backed up. I think he maybe thought he took it to the bottom floor or something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what it looked like because they all started playing for it off spawn.
Yeah, I mean they were also. Shotzzy made the play, but they were also so far away. Like Vancouver, they just didn't play tight enough in a situation where they had the numbers and there wasn't really a lot of time left on the clock. Realistically, the only play Optic has is to try and like stack it out point or just like get some like one or two pieces, like try and outslay him, but. if Vancouver are together there, I mean, they should be able to just trade out and win that map. But they end up throwing it away, and Optic were able to make the run. In your guys' eyes, what was the turning point in the final? Do you think that was it? Or do you think Optic looked pretty comfortable in terms of just slaying? You just thought the Optic was going to run away with it. I had a 5-2 Optic, and it ended up being a 5-3. So I was pretty
mine
close.
was just like confidence in their hard point. I didn't think that there was any moment in which Vancouver was going to steal a hard point off them. I thought it was a Neslo or they were fucked. And once Optic won that I think the Hasi S&D before the rewind, I think it kind of ended there.
Yeah. What about you, Cap?
I mean, yeah, I would say. I mean, when it was 3-3 after the second control, like I was like, this could go anyway. We still have a search, 2 searches left, so it's like that's Vancouver's win condition there. But when they lost the Hasi, go down 4-3, I was like, this hard point's gonna be.
I mean, it was always the super mega Neslo angle out of Surge if they won this. If they win that control right and the series plays out how it does, they would have gone to a final map S&D, and that would have been the most insane Neslo for a ring of all time, bro.
Dude, can we talk about this spot on Hasi, by the way? We've seen Cammy clutch a 1v7 or whatever it was. We saw Paco 4-piece with a knife, and now we've seen Ant 4-piece here, all in the exact same spot.
That might be the play of the year. Ant's play was sick at this point.
It didn't win them the map, but like it
probably should have, but
yeah, Abuza
that
came back
play
and
was beautiful. The way he finessed and worked the angles perfectly to not get killed, that was literally art.
He was sandwiched, bro. Like Nasty's come on the pinch here. Like I thought he was dead for sure. I don't know how he snaked out of it.
Vanessa's box right there, boom.
And he doesn't miss. He literally just snaps every decision he's making. Every split-second decision is just perfect. And then I thought, bro, if he would have won that one,
he kills this, I think the map's over. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, if he kills that guy, the map's definitely over. I mean, realistically, some people were like, he should have stayed on the point, but I'm like, bro, what more do you want for the guy? I mean, he's literally like,
go have some fun. You just got 4. Go have
everything else that happens is our fault.
So I was like, dude, here we go, because it ended up losing the round, and then people were like coming in my chat, super chatting, hating, like Shotzzy overextended and he fucked up. And I'm like, bro, what do you want from this? He's literally going nuclear right now. Like he was the reason why that moment even happened, and it was even that close. So, he could have arguably probably just stayed there, but I think the heat check, right? He got heat checked a little bit. It's impossible to slow yourself down sometimes when you're moving like that. But what a highlight from Shotzzy. Cap, I saw your tweet. You thought it was one of the best highlights in COD history.
I mean, dude, in the moment, like I also thought I was about to win him the map, but like back against the wall, just because. The way he was sandwiched, like I just said, like he had the guy in the top window, Nasty come on the pinch, someone come from like 10 or plat, like he is surrounded by the entire team.
Yeah.
And he just kills everyone. Like I don't know.
Cap also has some memory loss for what it's worth.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Name the best plays in COD history off the top of your head.
Top of my head.
That's not one of them.
I think Proofy, Foul, Raid has got to be top 5. Let me think. Ghost,
killing, mirror clutching.
Crimp. No, that's not top 5, bro. Crim's
What?
fucking 12 streak on Octane. Yeah, a winning moment that wasn't a 2v2. That's not a top 5.
No, it was a 2v4. They 2v4'd.
Crim's 12 streak on Octane?
Yeah, you don't remember that? Versus Envy? Were you on that team?
No, I wasn't.
Nah, bro. A lot of the top 5s just aren't fucking CDO era. But anyway, I could name it if you give me a second.
Hill's artillery sucked, by the way. That play sucked.
Yeah, that wasn't top 5. That was cool. That was a top 5.
It was just luck. It wasn't even good. With like Shotzi's was skill. That was just luck.
Wait, question. Did you think did you think that was a 50-50 you were gonna die?
Yeah, because the artillery strikes are like it's random where they land.
Yeah, not top 5. Cool as fuck, not top 5.
Bro, I'll be honest. In World War II, that was a thing. Running through artilleries was a thing.
Yeah, no, it was.
Like they weren't always like you couldn't.
You just had to hope that you didn't get a fucking missile on your head.
Yeah, you couldn't rely. You couldn't rely on it, and then I also feel like I don't know that you could kind of feel out the artillery. Like, hey, Dylan, that was unbelievable, Dylan. You're fucking.
About the ABZ.
We need to find the comms somewhere for that. We need to find the comms. Wait, I actually got a question though, because now that Shotzzy has 3 rings, Pat, let's say Shotzzy ends up with 4 rings, the most rings any singular COD player has got. Do you think he would be elevated to superstar status in your eyes?
He would need 6. CDL rings are 0.5 for me.
What?
He's gotta win 6.
That makes a lot of sense.
It's plumber era, right? Is that what it is?
0.5, yeah.
6?
Yeah, everyone knows CDL error rings are 0.5. So
Yeah, they're 0.5.
Okay.
And the online one's 0.25, so like actually 6.5.
Oh, damn, bro.
What does he have right now?
3, right?
He's got 2.75
He has
now.
1.25.
Yeah.
All right, never mind. He
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
all the
sucks.
CDL rings. Oh wait, no. So he's dog shit.
So he's got 2 point. Yeah. No,
Oh my
1.75 to
God.
tie. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Never mind.
So he's getting there. He's got to win next year, and then
I don't even have a ring either. Oh, I'm a failure. I'm a loser.
Yeah, welcome to the party. It's fucking bullshit, man. So Pat, you didn't see any superstar plays being made from Shotzzy today?
No, I mean I saw good plays. I saw
Plus
star
30,
plays.
plus
but
30 and 8 maps.
Superstar is a little bit different because
Are
also,
you sure?
dude, the thing is, and I think most of us will agree here. This isn't like a crazy take. When you talk about superstar plays, it's about also who you're doing it against. I think
It's a
that's
grand final, Pat.
and yeah, it's a grand final versus a shitty team. The problem I have is
Shitty team
always
is insane.
Wait, Sam. I gotta ask you though, because when you first like in your intro, you said this was the final that like we deserved or whatever.
Yeah.
Did you not think like the FaZe Thieves one was the one we deserved? Because like both.
Well, they
won
got
two
dead
events.
fucking last, so
Yeah.
I have
Yeah,
to
of
assume it
course.
wouldn't have been good.
Optic
Yeah, but I'm saying going
It's
into the
about how
tournament,
close it was.
going into the tournament, that was the one we deserved. But we got a good match.
And
That's
we
what
didn't
you meant
deserve it
by
anymore because both those teams are shit.
Hey,
Well,
Pat, did you
they
see
had a bad
Shotzzy?
event, yeah.
Did you see Shotzzy versus FaZe, Pat? Did you see that one or no?
Yeah, FaZe looked horrible, Tom. We talked about that one.
Oh, they looked horrible. So you
They look bad. They look real bad. Bro, what happened to Simp? Like,
I don't know.
worst tournament of his career.
Speaking of other teams, well, I do want to wrap up our thoughts on the grand final. If anybody has like any like thoughts that they want to add to the grand final, I mean, it was a fucking nail biter, bro. I mean, it was so back and forth, just so many rulers.
Wait, I have a question for you, real quick, Tom.
Yeah,
If
go ahead.
if Surge won the control and it went game 9, who would you have?
I mean, that's such a weird question because it's like you're saying if, but it
Yeah, of
just
course.
didn't
This is
happen.
hypothetical. It didn't happen. This isn't reality. It's hypothetical. If they won the control, who would you think would have won game 9?
Optic.
1000%.
I'm going Surge. I think Neptune would have took over. I don't know about you guys. What Octane?
I was dropping 15 for the dub, bro.
Pat's reaching for straws here, dude.
We're
He's looking
just
for a
saying
lifeline from
shit that
somebody.
he
Nah, he's
literally
looking
don't
for
want
he's
to
just
think about.
talking, bro. He's looking
Pat,
for a
wait, I'm just
lifeline from
curious,
somebody.
Do you all have Optic game 9 in that scenario?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yes.
answer you truthfully. I have Optic at a game 9, and let me tell you why. They were clearly the best team over the weekend. Clearly, they were the best team all weekend. They
Yeah, for
didn't-
sure. But Rewind S&D one map though. It's not like
They did
weekend,
fry
it's
on
not-
Rewind
They
S&D versus
fucking
what, Toronto?
obliterated. Was it Breach or somebody on
Toronto,
Rewind
it was
earlier in the
Toronto.
tournament? Toronto.
Yeah,
They
but
fucking
6-1.
slammed them.
I just know Ray had a plan for Rewind.
Yeah,
don't know.
I was telling.
Oh,
my
yeah.
I'm glad
that
Ray had a
was-
plan for game 9 of fucking finals.
They did extra VOD on that map right before the series.
That's why he was so mad when he ran on stage. He just knew that they had to get it game 9.
They didn't go over Hosty at all. That's why I lost 6-2. But Rewind, they had that shit on
They
They
lock.
had
it,
all
bro.
their work in fucking Proto or whatever it was for the 6-0 or whatever
That
the
was
second
their
map of the
map, bro.
dealership.
Yeah, listen, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I was telling my chat. I was like, bro, can you imagine if they put Fringe S&D in for the last map just for fuck of it at the Grand Champs World Championship?
Are they making changes for EWC or no?
Okay, so that's what I wanted to
yeah.
talk about. I was actually kind of annoyed when the developer was up on a desk today talking about how, we're adding Fringe and this and that, and it's so cool and blah, 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 and this and that. I'm like, bro, we should have had this map 5 months ago. You know, you're sitting at the biggest tournament of the year after we just went by a whole season of shit maps, and you're telling us about this map that you're going to be putting in that's godlike. Bro, I felt like
Who was it?
Okay, there's also a big issue. There's no jetpacks anymore, so
That map's
Yeah.
fine without jetpacks.
Was it Maddox? Who was it?
I think it's
didn't
gonna be
see it.
kinda
I don't know,
weird.
what was his name? And listen, I don't
Lawrence?
even.
Was it Lawrence?
I don't think it was all on him.
No, it was Lawrence.
I don't think it's all on Lawrence, man. He's a good guy. You know what I mean? Lawrence is a good egg. I'm just saying, like, I don't know how that got set up or how that happened, and I don't know how much pool Lawrence has, but whoever has the pool or whoever made that happen, I just think it's a little bit of a slap in the face. I just think they're so, what's the word? They're so
Out of touch.
They're so out of touch. Thank you, Pat. They are so out of touch and oblivious to what is actually going on in the Call of Duty esports community. They don't understand what the issue is. They're so out of touch, and it bothers me. Like it genuinely bothers me how out of touch they are. So I see people like when they were showing the Fringe map, I'm like, dude, this looks sick. But like I'm sitting here and I'm like disgusted. I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Because you're still looking at protocol, right?
Yeah, we're looking at protocol and fucking all these other bullshit maps.
We should give ourselves a round of applause for watching as many protocols
Yeah,
as we did this
seriously.
year.
Seriously.
I think we deserve a round of applause.
Seriously, bro.
That's a ring. No bullshit.
It might be. It might be a half a ring.
Listen, this is the best rookie season from Merc ever. Is this the best rookie season ever? I mean, he just got
No.
It's not a season though. He
Wait,
just had
back
6
up.
weeks.
We just lost our head.
Or sorry, let me rephrase it. This is the best first month of somebody's career ever.
More impressive than Sims BO4?
Sims BO4 was pretty good.
I mean, so was Mirror's BO2. It's up there. But,
well, yeah, because Simp won 2 events. Mirror won, what, 4?
Yeah, but Mirror's I'm sorry, hey, Mirror's legit the best player for fucking 3 months. But
yeah, nah, fact, sure.
Yeah,
I'll give it to you, I guess.
I just thought it was crazy
it's up there, though.
that he hasn't been in the league long. It's been like, how many weeks has it been?
He's played 3 events.
Yeah, it's like that's crazy to me. Like,
I think what he'll end up having is the best start of a career ever. I think that's what like, but you need more time to say like a rookie year.
Yeah. I don't even. Does this count as his rookie year?
Yeah, I mean, 3 events definitely counts.
Yeah,
but like,
he has a chance. He's still a rookie.
He can't control how much he got to play, but I think he'll have one of the better starts of a career ever.
The only thing that sucks is like he doesn't have the opportunity to win Rookie of the Year. It kind of sucks. Like
I'm about to hoe Rancor right now. Do you think he's Rookie of the Year
now?
Yeah,
he kind of has to be just one.
Yeah, if you become champs MVP, I feel like it's default. Yeah. You're Rookie of the Year now, but
no,
because it's Rookie of the it's Rookie of the Year, right? And Merc hasn't played the year. He's only played.
Merc is the legacy saver. Rancor is the Rookie of the Year.
That's not catching on, Pat. You got to get.
Bro, if he was on their team for the beginning of the season, you probably would have got it.
Legacy saver is not catching on.
Savior of legacies, like what do you want? That's the same shit.
Merc 30, baby,
or something, bro.
I'll think about it.
Legacy saver just doesn't roll off the tongue. I don't know.
It doesn't, but it's just truth. Like I don't know, it's just not a good acronym for that.
I actually think he has to be Rookie of the Year, bro.
If you count champs, yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
I'd hope we count champs.
Not again. There's nothing against Rancor. It's just an interesting.
Rancor had a great year.
Yeah, I'm not taking anything away from Rancor.
No, he turned around.
It's just an interesting combo
for a whole season. No one cared about fucking Miami before that.
Listen, we gave guys to Merc, gave guys to Shotzzy and Dashy, but Huke is another one, bro. He has really elevated his game, and I think there's been a moment in time where we'd watch Huke and he'd have so many good moments, but also black out and just make mistakes. I feel like this year he's shown that he could be just such a good, well-rounded player and just be so disciplined in such crucial moments. He's really elevated his game, and I've seen it.
I agree with that. I think he deserves a ton of flowers.
Yeah.
Especially as someone who played with him and like had those criticisms as a teammate. Like he figured it out.
He was always just like a straight shot. And,
he was godlike
like
as a player talent. Yeah.
Mechanically for years, bro. But see, I'm all for the like tail end of your career IGL Fundy guy arc. I'm down for that from Kyler. He's unbelievable this year.
I understand the shot calling, especially as we did from him in those comms, was unbelievable. I'm glad to see his journey result in the W here.
Fair, Benja.
Yeah.
Dude, his mic is fucking terrible.
Ditto, Benja.
Ditto, brother.
And then on Vancouver, obviously Abuza and 04 are incredible players, but I thought Nasty has improved over the years, just like in his career, just like the way that he's been playing, especially this year. He looks like, to me, he's even mechanically, he's gotten better. Like, I don't know what happened with Nasty this year, but I just feel like maybe he's putting in the work. Maybe he's putting in the extra time. He looked really comfortable this year. Like, he looked like he was really feeling it. I don't know what happened with Nasty.
I think he's just moving up like caliber of teams. Like he was trapped in those like dog shit London teams for a while, and then last year I think we saw glimpses like the tail end of the season, especially at EWC and champs. I thought he was fucking incredible, and I think that this Vancouver team is just the next level of team for him. And obviously, when you're around better players and in better systems, you usually perform better. But
how good was on that Thieves team?
The end of the year, Byron was their best player.
EWC was.
He was fucking disgusting.
He was better than
EWC.
Joe?
Yeah, at EWC for sure.
Joe, this was Joe's real breakout. I mean, Joe was like, they were all good the end of last year, but this year was Joe's real breakout.
Yeah, it was. But Cap, you've always seen a lot in Joe, right? I mean, Joe was like, you had him on Thieves, and you thought he was gross.
Dude.
Yeah,
fucking retweet on that.
From the start with Joe, that kid is an S tier talent. I was saying it early on when we picked him up last year. It just took, you have to get the mental right. You have to get the full confidence, and now he's there. So
yeah.
He'll be great for a while.
Dude, this season was a lot of. Sorry to cut you off, Tom, but I feel like this season, like there's a lot of players that I think had real, genuine breakouts. Like I think all of Vancouver. I think Purge had an individual really impressive season. Rancor, There's just so even Joe, like even if the team success wasn't there, I feel like a lot of players were like, I'm fucking here this year. And I think going forward, it's going to be really entertaining.
Yeah. Shotzzy just came out. Actually dropped a tweet on a timeline. He said, there's no feeling like this. I'm super grateful for me and my team. Shout out to the fans for sticking through the beginning of the season. Shit was dark as fuck. Also, that's how you play for the win. Shit stains. So, Sam, you wanted to see a quote tweet.
Oh, yeah. I just wanted him to quote tweet it or just tweet, that's how you play for the win, shit stains. That's all it had to be.
Yeah.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong, though. That shit was dark as fuck.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
That's the focus.
I mean, I will say, bro, I think that just shows the resilience from the team. I mean, to be in a situation like that where you're at your lowest of lows, to come out on top, especially with just like a lot of critiques, a lot of criticism, a lot of hate, right? When you're losing, things aren't really all peaches and cream, right? It's, they really turned their year around.
They lost 18 straight maps at one point.
Yeah, that's
year.
crazy.
Until they got the legacy saver. I don't know why they're not catching on.
It went from that to what, a 14-3 map count at champs? That's insane.
Last season they had like the longest S&D loss record for a while. Like they've gone 2 seasons with having like record breaking like L's to winning the ring.
They're 8-0 at champs the last 2 seasons. Don't have a single L.
All right, Sam, I asked
2 rings playing 8 matches. I hate the format.
Legacy Guardian. Thoughts?
Now you're just trying too hard.
No, that was ChatGPT. That wasn't me.
Legacy Guardian.
That's AI cheese.
Would you ask Gil, what's Mercury's nickname? He just
say, can you come up with a cool nickname that is about saving lives?
I just know.
ChatGPT's like, yeah, this guy saved Ant and Brandon. Like,
people have been referred to as the legacy saver.
versus say.
What happened? Why did somebody keep spamming they violated you on a flank tweet, but I don't see any flank tweets? Who violated me? What the hell's going on? What the hell's going on here? I'm being violated again? The fuck?
I'm a loser. I'm a failure.
What the hell? It's never going to stop, Sam.
Are EWC groups out?
Yeah, we're going to take a look at the end, Sam.
Okay.
We're going to take a look at the end of that.
Okay.
But any other final thoughts on the grand final before we move on to some roster changes? EWC, other shit?
No.
Huge congratulations to Optic Texas again. They deserve that, and they really did that shit, bro. Oh, we got another Shotzzy tweet. Everybody's spamming Shotzzy tweet. What's going on right now? Let's see what's happening. Let's hop on over to Ant and see what's going on.
ChatGPT's let me down, Sam. I don't know, man. Maybe it's not it.
You just got to think on it. Don't use AI, Pad. You just got to think on it.
True.
Am I faded? I don't see.
I don't know, bro. Merc 30 is crazy.
Chat, why are
I think
y'all
Merc 30
you might have.
I mean, you can have multiple nicknames.
People are late to the Shotzzy tweet party,
Are they
so
just
they're probably
late?
catching up.
Are they just late and shit? What's good?
Yeah, they're just late to it, Tom.
Okay, I thought there was another one. But before we move on to talk roster changes in EWC, one little announcement that was made today. This was said by Treyarch's associate design director. Was this the guy who was on the desk? Is he the one who said this? Lawrence? Did he say this?
Yeah.
I think
believe
Lawrence
so,
and
Tom.
Maddox have the same title, so yeah.
Okay. He said, if you're a fan of Black Ops 2, especially Black Ops 2 competitive, you'll have a good time in Black Ops 7. That's what he said. Now, I said right away, I'll believe it when I see it. That's what I said. I'll believe it when I see it.
We've heard a lot of stuff
believe
like
it.
that before in the past, though, man. That's the only problem.
My only cope is that this is alluding to something that's like actually important, and it's not like, hey, League plays back.
Well, I assume there's a new
pick
feature.
10.
I assume
It's probably maps for like pick 10 or something like that.
I want that shit to matter. I don't want it to be some dumb shit like, hey, we brought back EMP grenades.
shit, that'd be great too.
That'd be good too.
Hey, be honest. Obviously, we're seeing the viewership peak. Did you guys like have a weird feeling about COD and how it feels like it was dying at one point during this year? Did you guys? I definitely did. I definitely.
Yeah.
felt
I don't think it's ever been about COD, bro. It's the CDL.
I think winning back to back is the best thing that could possibly
No,
happen.
it's everything, bro. Even Warzone, like it's just slow, dying. Nobody plays. The viewership is down, like on everything. Like for just people regularly streaming, it's 100% everything in
tough
COD.
Comparison, bro, because like I feel like a lot of the like comparison number wise, viewership wise that you're talking about is comparing to like the COVID bubble, bro. Like naturally, things are fucking gonna go down. People aren't doing what they did 3 years ago.
Yeah, but not even the COVID bubble. Like I'm going back to like the glory days of like fucking the old games before the CDL started. Like the
Yeah, but that's
viewership
like
is
peak growth where fucking casual YouTubers were making videos about
it's gone worse and worse. Though. We can't deny that. It's gotten so much worse.
Kids, now, we talked about this on the flank. We had a whole episode about it. Young kids nowadays aren't coming into Call of Duty. That's not their fucking bread and butter go-to like it was 15 years ago. They're going to fucking Fortnite or Valorant or new games. So I think those comparisons are tough, bro.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few main reasons. I feel like definitely the age limit being a thing, so younger people can't go to the tournaments like we used to. And then also the events have looked dead because some locations were like in Major 3 and Champs, the terrible locations. Not a lot of people showed up. So at least we got a lot of viewers on the stream at Champs finally to make it pop up a little bit. But when Black Ops 7 is the best game of all time next season, I think every event is going to probably break records.
Yeah. And then next year, I'm assuming, right, it's going to be open streaming, so you'll be able to stream on everything. Is what people have been saying. So I think viewership's going to pop up even more when we got Twitch, YouTube, everything in the mix.
This guy Rafi, man.
He's running circles, Tom.
Fucking circles around. Matter of fact, he just flew by the window. Somehow he just flew by the window. He's running circles around everybody, bro. This guy's everywhere. He's everywhere at once. Rafi, he's a legend. Look at this guy, bro. Rafi's been doing a great job, bro, in the challenger scene. I want to give a shout out to Rafi, bro, because listen, bro, I've been supporting challengers and guys, I'm not seeing a return, right? I'm just losing money being in challengers. And when you see other people who are doing the same thing because they care about the scene and care about growing this shit and taking this shit to the next level, Rafi's one of them, bro.
To be fair, Tom, you wouldn't have lost money if you didn't drop Merc.
Yes, I wouldn't. I don't have him under contract. I wouldn't have made money, even if I kept Merc. He would have got picked up, and then I would have had to go find another fucking player because all my players always get picked up. So. Everybody's saying facts. It's just not facts. It's just not. It's just not facts. But yeah, shout out to Rafi and Hector. Obviously, Hector's a fucking legend, bro. It's a goat right there. So shout out to Big Optic Hex right there. But everybody was spamming Rafi tweets. So we had to show him some love. But I'll believe it when I see it with this Black Ops 2 shit. I'll believe it when I see it. Obviously, it's a great announcement, but one thing about the Call of Duty community, bro, is, you know, the game might be dead. COD may feel dead, and I have maybe said shit about that in the past. Even recently, I'm like, oh, man, COD feels like it's dying, bro. Like, I don't know. But one thing I've always said is the COD community is strong, bro. They're always strong. We're always here. And this esport would be nothing without the community, bro. So huge shout out to everybody in the chat and everybody watching, whether they're in here or we're watching Champs or everybody on social, bro. The community makes COD what it is, man. And you guys know it. The COD community always comes together when times are rough. So shout out to the COD community. Everybody's saying Cammy tweet. Man, there's a lot of tweets hitting the fan. All right,
Cammy had a good tweet.
He tweeted out, shout out that tweet. Border agent, man.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. Rumor has it he was a Green Wall fan.
Nah, that's insane, bro.
The border agent gets a ring,
Butterfly
bro.
effect this year is crazy, bro.
That is crazy. Yep. That is insane. But yeah, shout out to Cammy. Also, shout out to Boston Breach. I wasn't here yesterday to say this, but huge shout out to Cammy and the rest of Boston Breach, bro. I mean, they really made a run, bro, for the year that they had, and they started off the year hot and they were looking good, and they kind of dwindled down a little bit, but for them to come out and do what they did this weekend and make a run and get a top 3 placing was cool to see. So shout out to the Boston Breach. And shout out to Doug Sensor Martin. Slay, I know you know Doug. He's that guy, Slay. He's that fucking guy.
He's that fucking guy, bro. First year GM. Top 3 without even winning a hard point at Champs, bro. Like, that is typical.
Shout out to Doug Sensor
Martin. But did end up winning one, though.
Yeah, but they got top 3 before they won one.
That's true. Which is insane.
Yeah, that's fucking wild. Well, that's a product of the fucking format, man. This shit needs to change, bro. I was gonna interrupt you earlier, not interrupt you, but after you said about the game, the problem I have is the game could be godlike next year, and if it is, I'm still worried the CDL is gonna find a way to fuck it up.
Maybe. I think they just need to not be out of touch and just actually. I wouldn't even say it's so much the CDL, it's more devs. Like, I think we just need good maps and shit. But if the game is good, Pat, yeah, I don't know. You think the CDL would fuck it up? I think the CDL...
Well, we need more tournaments. We need tournaments.
Do y'all not agree that the current format has to fucking change, bro?
We've had this conversation a million times.
Yeah, bro, the shit is boring. Like,
I think the next year's format might change a bit.
Part of the reason, Tom, that I feel like we get into that loop of the game's dead, COD's dead, is because we're watching boring ass league matches nobody cares about.
Yeah. So I'm gonna throw out some hopium. I think to get to the top, you got to start at the bottom, and I think we've reached a point in Call of Duty as an esport where things are probably at their worst, especially when it comes to the game. Right? We say this game had so much potential, they bottled it. The cheating situation's probably at an all-time high, literally on every single platform. Warzone, right? They brought Verdansk, and that still didn't help much. I think with next year, I'm throwing out some hopium that they might finally make a turnaround because they've lost so many players in comparison to every other year. And yeah, I think there's a lot to look forward to next year, and hopefully, the best comes from it.
Yeah, listen, Kenny's tweet couldn't be more right, bro. They need to lift the trophy as soon as they win, and then get on with the speeches, bro.
How did Daniel not learn from last year? How did he not learn from last year? He did the same thing.
Yeah, I think he
What happened?
Daniel picked up the mic and started a speech before they grabbed the trophy again.
Hey, man, I was actually just talking to Daniel, man. But shout out to Daniel and the CDL. But yeah, I definitely think they should let the team lift the trophy as soon as they win, just because that adrenaline and like that moment is just like so high that like if anybody's talking or has the mic, your heart's just pumping. You're just waiting for him to like lift the trophy. You know, it's just kind of like that moment.
They do the same thing in sports, bro. We just tried to copy fucking sports, and that shit is dog shit. Like, I don't want to hear fucking Adam Silver give a speech either. Hey, do that at fucking draft night, bro. I don't care.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, crazy tournament. Let's take a look here at the EWC groups, because the year's not over, folks. We still got the Esports World Cup.
Oh, this is gonna be crazy. Let me guess. Cloud9's gonna play LAT or FaZe. Let me guess.
All right, so group, yes, Dylan, you're absolutely right. Group A, we have Optic Texas, Carolina, G2 Esports.
Optic got the Supreme Super Ultra Mega Free.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
Hey, that's how you gotta win champs. When you win champs,
the hell?
you get nice things.
Yep. Imagine
Who is Team Orchid?
That's Vance.
Oh, okay. Wow, they need a new team name. That's not catching on.
Surge 100 team.
Wow.
Group B, you have Vancouver Surge, 100 Thieves, or LA Thieves, or they're going to be 100 Thieves at EWC.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it'll be 100 Thieves.
Wait, Group D is hell.
Well, hold on,
I feel bad for
Heretics, FaZe, Falcons, omit.
Okay, sorry, let me just get these out for the audio listeners. And then we have, so Group B is Surge, 100 Thieves, Cloud9, and Team War. Group C is Boston Breach, Movistar Koi.
That's
Ultra.
Movie star.
It's ultra.
Movie star? What is that? Movie star? Is that movie star?
Yeah.
Movistar.
Wait,
okay.
no one calls them Koi, right? They're KOI.
Well, they're missing an I.
Either
They're missing an
both.
E, guys.
Okay.
They're missing a fucking E. It should be a movie has an E in it. I thought it was Mavi or something like
Not
Movistar.
in Spain.
All right, whatever. Spam L reader. Gentlemates and
sure it's
Omate
Movistar, but
Brooklyn.
yeah.
So, Gentlemates and Omate Brooklyn are going to complete Group C, and then Group D is Heretics, FaZe, Falcons, and Omate, which I think is probably
That
the
pool's
group of
crazy,
death.
too.
That's the
That's,
group of death.
yeah.
Group
And
D,
I feel bad. Oh.
D stands for death. Group of death. Go ahead, Dylan. What you think, Dylan?
I was going to
What do you
say,
think of the
because
groups?
I remember hearing Falcons, their organization, this is like their event for them where they want to come out hot. I heard they were trying to get some players just for this particular tournament. And then they probably have the hardest group, Heretics, FaZe, and then even Omit, the best challengers team. Like, if they are able to get out, super impressive, but it's going to be tough.
Yeah, but they'll still win the org shit, right?
Yeah, another game for sure. Yeah.
They will. Wait, Omid is that's the team that won this weekend, right?
That's
Bro,
that's
they-
Mac.
bro, they're
Crazy,
actually
all
good.
them.
Bro, they're actually good as fuck. Mac,
Who do you got coming out of each?
I 100.
All the
I'm
pro
gonna
teams.
go Rocker Optic in the first one. I'm gonna do Surge 100 T and B. I'm gonna do probably Breach Ultra and C, but like maybe Gentleman does some weird shit with Ultra. And then D, I got
You got to go Heretics.
Heretics Phase. Yeah,
Yes.
Heretics Phase.
Weirdly enough, I don't know why I feel like that Ome team's gonna like make noise. I don't know why.
In D
Yeah.
or in C?
No, in
In
D.
D.
Indeed.
You think they could come out, Tom? You think they can make
I
it
think they
out,
could
or
beat
just
Falcons.
think they can upset? Yeah, I could definitely see
I
a
know.
Falcons upset,
Maybe
but
See
I
them
don't.
beat the Falcons.
Yeah.
What do you
I don't
think?
know. I don't know. I just think they're
Only
a good team.
only two teams make it.
Yes.
Yeah, 2 out of each.
I think. I think that team just has good chem. Like their chemistry is really good. They get up. Like they just play off each other like pretty well. And Mamba's also really good. And I feel like a lot of people haven't been talking about Mamba. Do people talk about Mamba, Chris? I feel like people don't talk about Mamba. Mamba's actually. Really good.
He's got a couple shouts, but it's just like so close to the end of the year. Like he might actually get poached. But
So who's making changes though?
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you guys. Before EWC, do you see any CDL team making changes before the
Pray to
Esports
God.
World Cup?
Everyone that
Ravens
showed a chance is
need to,
guaranteed.
bro.
Ravens, LAG, Falcons should. I don't know if they will, but and then C9.
I know my mic is fucked, but FY have 24 hours apparently to make changes.
They have
From now?
24 hours?
What?
Yeah, that's what Rappy said on the show today. On our show.
Wait, are you serious?
They got a
Oh damn.
Wait, when is
Yeah,
EWC?
In a month.
July 24th to the 27th, Cap.
They got a month before the event, but they have 24 hours to make a change.
Yeah,
well,
that's
because
insane.
because
yo, that bar tonight's about to be fucking moving, dude.
It is.
No, we're in the summer era. People go to the bar.
Go ahead, Benjay. Go ahead.
Let me explain why. So there was a overall roster lock like weeks ago for every esport, but they had individual roster locks. You can only make one change, and it's 24 hours. It's just like an additional window for everybody.
What about the non-champs teams?
Everyone playing at EWC will to submit their roster, I think, by end of Monday.
Fucking crazy.
That is fucking crazy. That is fucking insane, bro. I expect some changes. If they only have 24 hours, I don't know. There might be some right hands being thrown at the bar tonight. I don't know. There might be something going crazy there. I didn't know they only. Beijing. I didn't know that it was only 24 hours, bro. I thought they had more time than that. So if it's only 24 hours, like I don't know. Maybe we don't see changes, or it's one of those things that we saw in CS with the Falcons. How the Falcons are picking up, what's his name, Ben? Kaiosuke or whatever his name is. And they knew that he was getting picked up for like a month, right? And they were still competing with their old teammate. But like, there might be a situation here in EWC where it's like these teams know they're making changes, but they still have to go and play with their fucking, with their team. You know what I mean? Wait, how do I say his name? What's his name? The guy that just got picked up on CS Falcons, on the Falcons? How do I say his name? I don't know how to say his name. Could somebody help me out? Kaiosuke? Suke?
I actually don't know the proper pronunciation. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ellie?
I don't know. Guys, you know who I'm talking about, though, right? You know who I'm talking about, chat? You know exactly who I'm talking about, bro. Listen, guys, I'm not going to do this right now. I don't know how to say his name, but hey, bro, that guy's godlike. That guy's insane,
Everyone's
bro.
saying Kaioski.
Kaioski?
That's what people in the chat are saying.
Kaioski, bro?
Oh, no. Now this guy said Kaiosuke.
Oh,
like
maybe it's Suke. Maybe it's Kaiosuke. Maybe it's Kaiosuke. I don't know. I'm very sorry to Kaiosuke if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, bro. You're a very great player. I wish you nothing but the best. I just, you know what I mean? Because I think, Sam, some people, right, are going to mentally have roster changes on their team, but they just can't make them yet. So their EWC is just going to be fucking compromised. That's what I think.
Oh, yeah.
That's
100%.
how. And I was just kind of comparing that to CS because that kind of happened.
No, I was just listening to you guys fucking trying to pronounce this guy's name. Is hilarious.
Yeah, but after EWC, I think the roster changes are about to be nuts, crazy.
Wait. Do we think hypothetically, let's say Optic could get one of Simp or Abizi? Do you think they make a change?
If Simp's on the table, you always think about it, bro.
No. If Optic's...
Do we think Optic makes the change at all, or do you think they keep running it?
No. Optic keeps running it. No.
They gotta run it.
You do not touch that team. You don't touch that team.
And the only one droppable, like I don't think, would be like Kyler. But like, they're not doing that to him again.
They're not doing that again.
They're not doing that. There's no shot.
I don't know, bro. If Simp's available, you got to give it like at least a little think over.
You gotta think about it at least. You gotta like entertain
for Simp.
Wait, are we saying if they bomb out?
No, just even if they win EWC.
I mean, I think if they win, they can't. But if they bombed out of the real world championship, then yeah, probably.
The real world championship.
The real world championship.
Yeah, the esports World Cup, World Championship.
Oh, got you.
Brother, anybody that's a free agent is going to be talking to the Falcons first. That's who they're going to be talking to. If
I wonder when we get these org announcements. That's what I'm curious about. If like these guys are fucking off or not.
Org announcements?
Yeah, just like if we get those like the Saudi orgs, if they're coming in, or if anyone's selling, or what's going on. If people are rebranding.
LAG still hasn't changed their logo, Sam, so I'm thinking it's going to be a while.
Well, hold on. Anyone that's using that team for EWC under a new org will probably bounce next 2 weeks, you would think.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Colleague tweet. Everybody's saying CDL tweet. Let's see what's going on here.
Is it a meme?
No, it's actually an interview from Shotzzy on where he stands in the GOAT debate. Surely I'm in the top 10, right? Let's see what he says.
I don't really know where.
Yeah, you're probably top 10, dude.
Let's listen to this real quick. It's 15 seconds.
I don't really know where I stand even before this ring, but I mean, surely I'm in the top 10, right?
Yeah, you close, right?
So I don't really care. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna keep doing me. I don't really know.
All right, where's Shotzzy in your list, guys? Where's Shotzzy?
I got to move him up in my list. Shotzzy, Dashy, Kyler. I got to move all of them in my list. I might even throw Mercules in the top 30. depending if he wins EWC.
Yeah.
So.
Wait. Are y'all saying he's above Simp?
That Nameless, no bullshit. Nameless just crossed me off of his list on number 30, and he put Merc there. No, I'm not even trolling.
Yeah, you're gone, Tom.
Yeah,
you got bumped.
Yeah, he literally just crossed me off. It took
Yeah,
this
you
guy,
got bumped, Tom.
It took this guy 8 weeks, bro. He just crossed me out, bro. He literally just scratched my name out, bro, and put Merc there. Shit's crazy, bro.
Years of work, and Merc took it out in fucking 6 weeks.
Bro, I'm sorry. This one tournament does not put him above Simp, bro. We gotta stop. We gotta look much wider.
What do you mean? Go ahead. Explain. You could deep dive into that.
Bro, we talked about this before, bro. COD has the worst recency bias of any esports by a fucking mile. Shit, any sport, anything. Like, obviously, typical, yeah, he's moving way up, but like, I think Simp still had a fucking way more accomplishments. Am I faded?
What? How
Like,
many?
that's not a faded take.
I don't
Simp
know.
has like 13 wins, 2 rings.
Bro.
And Shotzzy has 3 rings. I don't know how many actual like
He
wins he
has
has.
He has 8 or 9. 8 wins. I mean, it's a pretty. I mean, bro, it's
1.25. We did the math earlier, Sam.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Yeah, it's all good.
I mean, bro, it's honestly, bro.
He's probably on their heels if you want to argue it that way, for sure.
This is like super opinionated though, because it's like, what do you weigh? What do you weigh more on?
What do you weigh more?
Yeah.
Like how many majors is it to trump a ring? Like in terms of weight?
It's impossible to compare all this
Yeah, it
shit
is
now.
so hard.
Yeah, it
It
is.
It's
so
actually
hard.
impossible.
Wait, Cap, do you agree with me that we should have a post CDL and a pre CDL list?
Wait, in this specific instance,
that's
that's not impossible.
Oh,
that's
just
the only way you
shots.
can
Simp
Simp?
only has
I don't
one
know.
year outside of CDL.
That's a valid debate, but that's so close in my opinion. Like, I'm just saying, trying to make a list now, like, 'cause, bro, back in the day we had fucking millions of tournaments. Now they play 5 a year. Well,
That's
6,
why I'm
I guess,
saying you
usually.
have to split them, bro.
Like, it's just impossible.
Yeah, splitting them would make sense, or you have to weight them differently.
Like the NBA can do it, bro. They played the same exact shit forever, pretty much.
One
Like,
champion, like there's one thing that matters a year.
yeah, like in this, we literally just fucking split this in half and have a completely different iteration.
Did you guys see Matt's clip about him talking about his run compared to Merc's?
Who?
Yeah.
Oh, formal.
Formal.
What did he say? What did
He was
say?
saying that up to this point, it was before today, that he had played almost the same amount of maps that Merc had played in finals that Merc had played total.
That's crazy.
He played 7 maps in finals. Merc had played 9 maps at the time of the clip.
That's insane.
And it's just like when because people are obviously comparing Merc's run to his, and it's just like I really don't even think it's worth having the conversation because Matt played 35 maps.
Group play plus a full bracket plus losers. Yeah, it's not even. You can't make the comparison, bro.
Yeah, Matt
That's why
had
I
almost
said,
1,000 kills.
Bro, that's why I said I don't understand why we can't just go back to that format. It changes fucking nothing for nobody.
Yeah,
It's just a better fucking experience for everyone.
that format
player
was
and fans.
incredible, bro.
Well, you
That
need to
format was
have
incredible.
teams that have like pool play.
Yeah, I mean, why not just let fucking 4 challenger teams qualify for every event to play in pools?
I mean, hypothetically, I agree. It's just the whole franchise model just fucking.
But how would
but
the
that's
teams change
basically
throughout the
dead.
season, Pat? Would you just do like a qualifier for each event?
What do you mean? The franchise team would
Challengers
still be the
teams.
12.
No, the challengers teams.
Yeah, no, you would do it
We
for
just
each
have a
event,
qualifier.
for sure. Yeah, I mean, bro, Tom just said it. There was 300 people fucking tuning into Challengers. Challengers is not even like able to be played on LAN in a large scale on PC. Like, I would just cut Challengers completely from LAN and just do online, and then the 4 teams that get in go to the fucking actual events, and you have a 16-team group play. Bro, they've nuked the Challenger ecosystem. They've nuked it. Like, it does not make sense for anybody now.
I think it'll regrow if the format changes, though. I think
don't,
in
bro.
right
I really
now, I
don't.
think they fucked it. But I think if there's like a real path to exposure and being a
But that
professional
goes
player
back to
again,
the
I think
combo-
that the growth will come back.
But that goes back to the convo we had earlier. It's like the young kids aren't playing COD like they were. Like, even if you were
There's
able
no
to be under
incentive to,
18.
but I'm saying now, if there was a legitimate, like, you could watch the path to being a professional unfold as opposed to just
Yeah,
getting
for
lucky
sure.
in
I
these
mean, it'd
shit
be more
fucking
opportunity,
games.
no doubt. But I don't know. I still don't think fucking. I don't know. I think you should just nuke the product, and the challenger product should be about qualifying for every event as a group play team.
Yeah.
And I think that'd be exciting, bro, for challenger players. Like every fucking month, you're basically playing in a huge tournament that basically
It
gives
should just be cups and
16
qualifiers.
Just need
Yeah,
a
I
new
mean, you give-
franchising. Go back to the open.
Red.
Bro, you
Wow.
give
It's
16
just never gonna happen.
players
So
the ability to fucking go to a major event and be on
Kyler
stream against
tweeted,
pro
"Wow."
teams. And we
Yeah,
get
he
group
did.
play
Yeah,
fucking
that-
finally.
Oh, wow.
He
We
tweeted,
did it.
"Wow, we won." Hey, bro, that's a great tweet. That's a phenomenal tweet. I was just going through all the Optic tweets just to see what they all tweeted, What
Who tweeted, "Wow, we won"?
Who?
Damon. Or not fucking Damon, dude. I was gonna say Damon's ring picture when he gets all 5, bro, is gonna be fucking crazy.
You know what's
He's got the Infinity Gauntlet, dude.
Wait, Damon might be the best athlete of all time.
Got
5
the
rings,
Infinity
bro.
Gauntlet.
Bro,
Better than LeBron.
Bro, Damon's been
Sure,
in
LeBron's only got 4.
But Damon's been in Discord fucking chilling with us at 2 a.m. fucking opening up cases during all of champs, bro. This guy's literally a legend, bro. This guy's literally chilling, watching cases by night, bro, and just winning champs by day, bro. Shit's literally
Just
crazy.
baked out of his mind in his hotel room. Watching cases.
He's got his feet kicked up in a hotel room, bro, just chilling, bro. What a legend, bro. One person that I really want to shout out, that, you know, probably gets shout outs, but not enough, is the one and only JP Krez, man. This guy right here, bro, guys, this guy coached me as well. A lot of you that don't know, I was on the New York Subliners, and JP was my coach as well, my analyst with Bobble, with Revan, and he was an amazing coach, bro. He was an incredible coach. Every single day, he'd have shit up on the whiteboard for us. He'd have percentages on every hill, on every hard point, what we need to work on. Analytics for literally anything you can think of, and it helped us kind of honed in on focus on things that we really need to fix and change. And I think that was a big reason why we were able to win that home series in Subliners in the MW19 year, was because
Yes,
of
sir.
JP.
How'd you not get a ring with that guy?
Because I'm a loser,
JP's
bro.
godlike.
Because I'm a fucking loser, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. But yeah, bro, I just want to give a huge shout out to JP, bro, because this guy, bro, like I'm telling you, he works harder than anybody I know, bro. He's always in there bright and early, hour, 2 hours before, in the office, just getting everybody leveled in and or ready to go and focus, bro. And on top of that, he makes great content as well, bro. He's always live. He's always doing analytical shit, breaking down gameplay. I see people giving JP some gas on Reddit as well, just like kind of like his the content and stuff. If you guys are looking to get better at the game and kind of break down certain maps and shit, JP can help you out with that, bro. He's been around for a long time and he knows what he's talking about. So shout out to fucking JP, bro. That's my fucking guy right there. Fucking love JP. And he's always in the chat showing love, bro. To my community, to everybody in here. JP's always watching the flank and always tuning in. And supporting what we got going on over here, bro. So I just want to show some love to JP, bro. It's a good guy right there. And he deserves every little bit of success that's coming his way, bro. Guy's a fucking legend, bro. So shout out to JP.
I got a good Damon stat. He's 2 for 2 in champs that he's coached. He has champs aura. That guy was made for champs, literally. He's born to win it, regardless if he played in the tournament or coached the tournament. Like he literally just wins champs. 2 for 2 is crazy.
Nameless, I'd probably have you I don't know, like top 80 all time. I'd probably have you top 80 all time, Nameless. You know what I'm saying?
Top 80?
Oh, he coached MW3 or MW2? Chill.
When did Ant retire? 2019?
Top 60, bro. Top 60, bro.
Wait.
Yeah, 2019. He didn't play BO4, right?
Yeah, but he played since 06, bro.
Yeah.
It's like COD 2 shit.
He's bro.
Yeah,
He's truly on.
Ant's got status, bro, on his foot on the top list of all time.
Damn. And I am not glazing. I'm just showing respect to a coach that I have worked with and won a championship with. So shout out to my man JP, man. Good times too in that New York camp with JP. Good times, bro. This fucking guy right there. Anything else you guys want to say about EWC, about champs, about today, the grand final, about Black Ops 6 as a whole? I mean, is there anything that you guys want to say? I mean, we'll definitely be back. We got more COD with EWC and stuff. I'm sure the beta is going to be dropping after EWC as well, probably sometime. I'm guessing. I don't know when beta time is. I always forget, but
My chat's saying, does Caesar get a ring?
Yeah, he does, I guess.
Yeah.
He's on the bench, so he's going to get one.
He gets a team replica.
He'll get a ring. Some people are saying leak changes. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't know any changes. I haven't heard.
It's 24 hours. There's
They haven't even hit the bar yet, chat. You gotta wait.
Yeah. Give us a
Oh,
second.
I got one thing to say, but
They
it's
were at the
mainly
bar
just
last night, brother.
just line some fire under some of these teams' asses. FaZe and Thieves, like, what the fuck were you guys doing this weekend, bro? Like, I don't know what the hell went wrong with that with both those teams. The fact that they went out top 8, top 6 is fucking insanely unacceptable. And yeah, it made for a banger tournament because of all the upsets and storylines, but at the same time,
Maybe they got sacrificed for the scripts. Maybe it wasn't their fault.
what the fuck were they doing?
I mean,
Hector
Hector brought new chains in the old trophy, bro. Like, nothing was defeating the script. I think they were just victims of the circumstance. They were fucked.
Mm-hmm.
That's my cope as a Thieves fan.
Anybody?
Who y'all
else?
got winning?
EWC.
EWC?
Yeah, call it now.
No bias. I got Thieves.
No bullshit. I was gonna say Thieves too, bro.
I got Optic back to back.
It might be Optic. Bro, wait, that's also in the storyline in the stars as well.
But it's another month, no?
No, but think about it. Major 1 and 2, FaZe, 3, 4, Thieves.
Yeah. Wait, okay. So wait.
Optic.
If it's another month and we're using what you guys said, that means Optic is fucked because everybody gets to watch VOD and they're going to get complacent. So that means that Thieves or FaZe are going to win because they're in a lose-lose, right?
Who wants it more out of those two, though?
That's how it works, right?
It's got to be Thieves because FaZe
we got Heretics, bro.
Vamos. They might be a problem.
Okay, hold on. I gotta answer Nameless here because Nameless said, "Hold on, Optic's gonna be on CS." He said CS:GO. It's not CS:GO. Dumb fuck. It's CS2. Second off, he said they're not scrimming. By the way, Dashy's been on CS, bro. He's been on CS for the last few weeks. He's been on CS, and you don't even know what's going on.
I thought it was Valorant.
That's the 80th best Call of Duty player of all time talking right there.
Hey, Ed said, "Fuck up, clown." Hey, you're funny. Yeah, you're comedy, bro. Yo, and you should have joined the show, man. What are you doing in the chat, bro? We should have got Ed on the show. But yeah, anybody else got any other final thoughts, bro? Anybody else?
I want predictions right now from everybody. Sam said Thieves. Tom?
Optic.
Ben? Who?
Did he say?
Atlanta FaZe.
Okay. Chris?
Heretics.
Cap.
I think Thieves, but it's just kind of a boring pick now.
Dill.
Optic.
I kind of want to see if FaZe win, and then just like last year, they just kind of stick with the same roster again, and then next year plays out the same way. And then they just keep
every team is making a change for sure, except for maybe Optic. Every team besides Optic is making a change.
Oh my god!
What changes are happening to FaZe?
There's going to be for the fucking.
There's going to be a Boozy in the mix. There's going to be Rancor in the mix. There's going to be Neptune in the mix. There's going to be
but call the moves. Like what moves?
I can't call the moves. There's too many things. But the players on this thing are in the mix.
Oh, we can't call the moves.
Too many moves.
The players are in the mix.
I can't call the moves.
Plays coming back. It's a BO2.
It depends who's going to pay the bag.
It's a pair. According to Treyarch, it's a BO2, like angle this year. So
we
like we all work.
Bro, it's not
in that case, I got a Jkap unretirement.
Pat and Chris are back.
I got a Jkap unretirement to join Optic.
Where's
Proofy's coming back? Proofy's coming back.
Wait, you're back, Chris.
Rambo's done coaching. He's coming back.
No, he can only come back if there's dual pistols.
Prim's coming back.
That's insane.
He's been grinding Warzone. He hasn't got off the game. Like, he's coming back too.
Hey, what about Kenny? A lot of people in the chat are talking about Kenny. What do you think's going to happen with Kenny? You think he's going to work his way to another roster? You think he's going to stay where he's at? What do you think?
I think he ends up on one of those like mid-pack teams. I don't know if he stays on Rocker or not.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he goes
I got the ultimate wild card. Killo's coming back and joining Atlanta FaZe to make them the true evil villains of the CDO.
That'd be insane, bro. Can you imagine if Sloss actually came back? That'd be so
Who's he coming back for?
Man, I need a Sloss stream. I need a Sloss stream.
So funny, bro.
What if like Sloss and Scrappy were on the same team? That would be fucking comedic, bro.
My god!
The amount of fucking self-delusion on that roster would be unparalleled.
They'd be the
amount of settings in the game now. Sloss would be
holy fuck.
I would love to see a settings video from Sloss nowadays.
Dude, if you sold the word tessellation to Sloss, he actually might short circuit.
What about dynamic? Wait, does Sloss even know about dynamic aim assist?
Yeah, he played MW19 a little bit.
Yeah, he might short circuit, bro.
Anybody else?
Goddamn.
Anything they want to say, man? Anything they want to say? The floor is yours. If not, we'll close it out. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I real quick, Tom. Real quick.
Yep.
I wanna give some credit. Because people, people like for some reason think I'm like biased and like don't give credit where it's due. I want to give a shout out. It's been it's been a couple of years now that I've shit on this person. So I do want to give some credit where it is due. Benjay Nassim, you did a phenomenal job hosting the show yesterday, and I want to give you some credit, bro. I've been hard on you, Benjay, but I do want to give you credit. Yesterday, you did a phenomenal job. Filling in.
We got Benjay Glaze before we got Pat gassing Optic.
Yeah,
we got Benjay Glaze.
I always give Optic their flowers when they deserve it.
Before GTA 6,
Before GTA 6,
That's actually kind of crazy, bro. That's kind of crazy, but Benjay deserves the gas, man. Dude. Deserves the gas. You know what I mean? You did a phenomenal job, Benjay. You did a phenomenal job.
What the hell?
If you're still there.
dinner with all y'all, bro. Y'all are great guests, great entertainment. Wow. It's been a fun season. I'm excited to run it back for one more.
What season of the flank was this? 5?
I don't know. I
lost
count.
5, bro.
We're fucking vets, bro.
When did I start? Vanguard, MW2, MW3.
Man, we've been here a long time.
What was last year?
We've been here for a long time, guys.
And I'm missing a game.
Vanguard, Cold War, Vanguard 20,
MW2 and 3.
Cold War.
MBO6. So next year would be 5 for me. So I guess it would be 6 total. Since if you count the Cold War year.
In the books, man.
Yeah, you're 5.
Damn, Ben, you might need to take my job. I might need to retire. Get Ben J.
Again?
Yeah, I'm gonna retire again.
Just open cases. Like, what's your plan here?
Bruh, I don't know, bro. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Hey, Nate's got 25,000 subs. I don't know what you're at right now, but
yeah, he's got 20.
Nate's ripping high noons and gambling. That might be profitable. I don't know.
Wait, him hitting those 20K gloves was fucking
That was insane. That was fucking crazy.
But it doesn't even matter because he's not selling them. He's just gonna keep them.
Yeah, but it makes you feel
It
so
does
much better.
because it's still, listen, bro. That goes towards net worth, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. You put
That go towards that. You gotta put CS:GO inventory in your net worth.
Hey, you count.
Hey, that's just another asset class, Tom.
It is. Your CS
You're
portfolio.
diversifying when you open crates.
100%, bro. If your CS portfolio goes,
You can take out some loans against my Steam inventory.
Bro, Matt's inventory's got to be insane.
No, it is crazy. His inventory.
Yeah,
is
you know
crazy.
whose inventory is fucking crazy? Trains, bro.
Yeah.
Well, that guy has literal fucking.
Oh, by the way,
Train also dropped.
Train also dropped a bomb. He dropped a big bet today on a Vancouver Surge winning, and unfortunately, I'm gonna have to talk to him about that one because last
What should he bet?
Like 75K.
$75,000.
Wait. If they won that control, though, he probably
It was
cashes.
75 to win like 280 cap.
Bro, he thought the odds were really good. Yet,
Not a bad bet.
Probably cashes at the control.
Did he tweet that, by the way?
It was in his Discord.
Oh, he put it in his Discord? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Dude, Train is, he's nuts, bro. Guy's an animal. Shout out to Train. But, all right, guys, listen. That's going to do it for us. Huge shout out to Attach and Jkap for hopping on this episode of The Flank. I appreciate you guys, as always. And most importantly, man, huge shout out to you guys, bro, in the chat. You guys in the community, bro, all weekend long, the watch parties, the shows, all year. I know we still got EWC, but all year you guys have been absolutely incredible, bro. Just the energy, all the love, man, all the subs, just everything, bro. Just all the, I was going to say all the positivity. I know you guys like to troll. And say some crazy shit, but at the end of the day, bro, we're always having fun in here, and it's always all love at the end of the day. So just thank you guys so much for always hanging out with me, hanging out with the crew, and doing what we do over here, man. It's been a pleasure, bro. Even Pat just talking about how we've been doing this for a few years now. It's kind of crazy, just sitting back and thinking about it, and thinking about the last few years and kind of where we started to where we are now. So just thank you guys so much, bro. You guys are the best community in the world. I love you guys so much. And we'll see you guys next time. All right. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Anchor.fm/theflank. Check out audio assets. We're on. Go follow on at the Flank on X. And guys, merch is out now. Guys, get the merchandise while you can. The Flanks drop is out. It's live at ZOOMAA.gg. That's ZOOMAA.gg. Go cop the merch if you do want to get something. And yeah, guys, that's it. Join the community on Twitter. And we'll catch you guys next time, all right? We'll see you guys later. Take care. Brush your hair. And we'll see you guys next time on another episode of The Flank, man. Take it easy. Slowly.